Hello, my lovely Pisces. Pisces, your card in tarot, your pip card in tarot, is the Knight of Cups, the card of empathy. This is believing. This is heightened intuition as well. Empathy is your largest strength. All right, Pisces, this is your intuitive energy and card reading for the week of December 2nd through December 9th, 2019. Remember, time is merely a pretense. These could be past, present, or future energies and or lessons. This is a general reading for my Pisces, my lovely Knight of Cups. This is a Sun, Moon, House, Rising positions. Cross watchers, welcome. I'm a little out of practice. Spirit has me slowing down. But remember, this will not be for all. And also keep in mind that your sign is your lesson. Your sign is not just you. You were born under those stars because life happens for you and not against you. So it's good to listen to the messages, even if they don't really apply or seem to apply at the time. So listen to the entirety of the reading to get it all. All right, so what have we been dealing with? Energies in the sky, wish come true, Jupiter passing that galactic center, Scorpio and Mars. So everything is moving, that deep movement from the deepest desires in our deepest parts of ourselves. What do we really want? What are our deepest longings, callings, desires, vocations? Remember, before we came here, we were sent on a mission. And probably, moreover, we were sent here for a purpose. And definitely raising the light is my purpose. What is your purpose? And it's all moving from deep within you right now. And then 2019 was all about those deep truths, realities coming into. My nose is leaking, which is a good sign that intuition is heightened in your favor. My intuition is heightened in your favor right now, Pisces. But this is that deep longing desire, what you really want from life. You know, are you chasing that white picket fence? I actually said out loud to more than one person this past week that I don't even want a white picket fence. So why are we chasing down these dreams? What do we really, really want? And then we have all this brave energy taking all those truths of 2019. Some of them were quite painful, but some of them flipped us up on our heads. Pisces had a very painful year based on the readings that I did, a very emotionally changing year, putting your heart, putting your empathy as it belongs, where it belongs. It was a tough one. A lot of difficult truths on how you use your empathy and your intuition for the almighty good, for whatever is the greatest good, you know. And it's been some lessons for you, my loves, but right now you're being asked to move in those waters. You're the fish, the mermaid of the tarot, which does mean that it's time to move, time to swim about, as it were. You're gonna like that. All right, let's get to it. Me being the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling with unconditional love, and of course with gratitude. A grateful Thanksgiving weekend to everyone this past weekend in the United States. And thank you so much for all your likes, your views, your subscribes, your comments, everything. Please subscribe now. Sharing your energy has been wonderful, and I hope to prepare you for this big change, this big 2020 change, where the energy is so much lighter. You know, it's less of we're going to lose everybody we love, and more of like that hot energy of we can move with love. We know what we want now from life. All right, I'm just going to ask Spirit, as usual, what do you need to know from the tarot? Then I'm going to read heavily a love reading in a bit, because we do have a ridiculous obsession with love, which if you were deep in your mission and deep where you belonged, you would attract the love that is deepest and most specific and most perfectly matched, perfect fit in every way for you, not just what's there, what's available. Who answered your Bumble ad kind of thing. This is more of, you know, where you belong. Spirit, what do my Pisces need to know in this wish season? This mad wishes can be coming true in our favor right now. To start, I have the Five of Pence in reverse. It is the poverty card or the lack card. It's how the fuck did I get here? Where did everything go? How did the world become a wasteland? My world become a wasteland. It is not always about being without money, but it is being without. It's often called the left out in the cold card, but it is definitely a major change for not the better, for the lesser. And it's because you've come into a loss, and no reason for victory. You haven't been able to, you weren't able to transform something into what you wanted it to be. And now you feel like you've lost. Pisces has a great intuition and knowing. And they're not you try to make something how you wanted it to be. And you thought it was going to be your son. You really thought it was going to be your entire happiness. And you found out that losing that and actually coming into a horrific loss is driving you towards your happiness. You took a loss. You couldn't change something. And the next thing you know, you're standing in the sun of understanding, of clarity. This loss was good for you. This loss put you in a position, you changed from this loss. You can't even, it's not people look at you and they're like, you're different. You didn't lose weight. You didn't like shave your beard. You didn't, change your hair. You just look different. And it's because you've come into that new clarity of not making things the way they're going to be, the way you want them. Because anytime you do that, you're just going to, eventually that thing is going to run away. 10 of Cups. Contentment. You've been through contentment. This is the end. This is the 10 of Cups feeling you have now. Things are growing. Things are blooming. It's like, I went through a major loss. I thought it was going to kill me. I thought everyone was going to hate my guts. I thought it was going to be just the worst thing in the world. And next thing you know, you're 10 of Cups. And that's because you've taken control of things you're supposed to take control of with this 10 of Cups. And then followed by this leadership card, this Leonine card. It is the Leo card of the pips. But moreover, it is the king of his kingdom. It's pre-emperor energy. It's building a kingdom on passion, supporting the passion of those around you. And as opposed to forcing those passions, you're kind of like driving, molding them forward in a different way. You're just supporting. You're just enhancing people's lives. You're like, oh, you want to become a surgeon. Well, I can't buy you that. I cannot give you that. But I can just say, good luck. Good on you, mate. Let me write you a letter of recommendation. It's giving. It is more of a giving king. And it is this 10 of Cups. It is the king of enhancing. A king of, enhancing is not a real good word because it's more feminine. But it's definitely coming from the masculine energy of supporting and not trying to put your fingers in every little thing or drive everything in the direction you think it goes. And you just find you're just so much happier. But you still have your burdens. You still have your 10 of Wands in your midst. The reason this is a burden is just because it's a hardship, because you haven't really gotten out of it. You haven't finished everything yet. You see the sunshine. You see the clarity. You see the way to properly lead the patrol, lead your loved ones. You found your 10 of Cups, but there's still a burden chasing you. And it's something you can't seem to put down, something you can't ever seem to let go. And it's in reverse, which means you don't even really want to let it go. Let's go ahead and get that 10 of Wands. Let's get some clarity on that 10 of Wands. This is the energy that's going to hit you. It's just something you want to hang on to. Even though it is burdensome, it is difficult. Even though you're coming into that clarity and the sunshine and 10 of Cups energy, you should finish this completion, finish this hardship. Okay? It is an Aries or the Emperor energy. Do not underestimate this Aries is the message there. And the 9 of Wands. It is that last push, defending yourself, proper boundaries, and that last push towards that deep understanding of self apart from others. 9 of Wands is very solo energy as well. So it's probably a separation from this Aries that is not complete. Perhaps a divorce or just a breakup. You know, that last bit of stuff. If you have anything, if there's a toothbrush in your home, it's not complete separation. It just isn't. It's like those energetic cords that hold on forever unless you absolutely deny them and separate them. and it feels like this is something you should hold on to in some way. And whatever you're not letting go, you do need to make that final push. And perhaps the burden is this Aries making this final push against you. And it is a complete spiritual, soulful finding, coming into full self-belief. You know, this is almost like prophet and prophetess energy, prophet energy of more. That one last battle. You really need to finish it off. You know, that one last difficult stop. But there is comfort there. The Knight of Wands is lonely, but there is spiritual comfort there. Even when the spirit suffers, there is a human heart there. Veronica wipes the face of Jesus. Two of Swords. This is advice from Spirit. You can't have both. It can't be both ways. There's something about this that says, Spirit says, the only reason you're confused is because you're trying to have everything. And you need to go all in one way or the next. One way or the next. This is also not combining these two things. Perhaps you've been trying to keep them overly separate, and that's okay. But there's the Two of Swords has a bit of confusion and compartmentalizing. There are things that you're trying to keep two parts of your life very separate to keep your happiness going. Oh, it's family. And a Gemini. This Two of Swords can also be seen as the twins and the Gemini. So what I have here is you're withholding something probably from your family. Six of Cups, memories, fond memories. It's definitely a family card, but it is a difficult family. It's not the sweet family memories. Even though you have some of them, there's something you're withholding. You're withholding something. And it's the idea of it. It's something that needs to be spoken or said. A concept that needs to be finalized. It's you need to get this twins energy set so that everything is moving smoothly and flowing very carefully. It's bringing these two things in together, allowing those swords to cross and seeing where they'll end up. These are the two queens here. Or the two seasons, really, winter and spring, coming together into something greater with each other. But you're withholding it completely from each other in a way that it's not allowing for a complete and total combination. You're trying to maybe live two separate lives, but it can't be done. There will have to be a combining. Two of Swords, if there's tension, eventually they will cross. And you need to start preparing yourself for that. All right. Love messages from Spirit. Okay, I have the Three of Diamonds. Threes. Yeah. This is possibly cheating. I did talk about living two separate lives, about keeping two things apart. Maybe you have two girlfriends, two loves that you're working on. This can be two jobs, maybe a home business, but this is a balance of combining people. This is a lot of interference too. Obligations. You have obligations to your spirit, perhaps your soul, perhaps your obligations to your soul, but you also have obligations to work. And so it's more like interference. It's like people from work or people from maybe your religious organization or your religious past or spiritual past could be pulling on you to make decisions. You're not making those decisions for yourself. So you have a lot of interference, and it's probably why you're trying to keep things apart, to keep that interference from entirely just too many cards, Spirit. Three of Swords to try to come out. But you just want to live your happiness. I have 3 threes, now I have 4 fours. Again, the Four of Pentacles, withholding. Four of Hearts is also withholding love. It's like you're trying to walk a fine line to get what you want, but you're neglecting what you need, and that's your burden. That is your burden. you're overly competing. So love isn't coming in. Those are my lovely roommates. So you're just fighting right now. You're fighting everything. You're swinging swords around. Knight of Swords is swinging that swords around. Even when not considering this Gemini energy, it's the Knight of Wands is swinging that sword around, kind of aimlessly and not really directing your traffic. So when you look up, you still have all the same problems that you still have, and maybe some bloody people, but you don't really have, or not very well chopped wood either. Yeah, the victory you're going to have to take includes a loss. That's why. When you take that victory, it's not going to be a win-win, but what it's going to be is it's going to be a win-lose. And you're going to have to take a win and a loss with this if you really, really want to come out of this energy of just always being stuck and trapped in just willy-nilly kind of energy and swordsiness. All right. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Pisces. What a crazy reading, my crazy roommates. But basically, you just gotta, you're just trying to stay in a place where you don't really have to make a decision, where everything's happily separate. And what's happening is too many things are getting separate, and you're losing pieces of yourself, and probably just chopping off your foot too. All right, Pisces, hang in there, my loves. Lessons keep coming so dreams can keep coming true. Have a great week. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip, or donate if the spirit moves you. And of course, everything is in the box below. Have a wonderful week, my lovely, lovely Pisces.